What's up, everybody? It's Ryan hanging at home in my home office. Pretty nice day out here in PA. Wanted to quick talk about modafinil, bromontane, and compounds like CDP-choline and oxiracetam. So let me just break this down. It usually is not the case that a person's necessity is high-dose cholinergics, right? It can be the case that a person's necessity is high-dose cholinergics, but usually people just respond a lot better to things like bromontane and modafinil, tyrosine, Alcar, etc., kind of dopaminergic energy stuff. And it's pretty rare that you have somebody that does not respond to those compounds. It's like pretty rare. But usually the orientation of kind of cholinergic nootropic dosing that I like to take on my experience, and then looking at the subset of people that I consult with Cortex Labs, it just is usually that lower doses of the cholinergic seem to be better. Doesn't mean lower doses of things that will cause choline to work differently, like oxiracetam or aniracetam. It really refers to lower doses of CITICOLINE or alpha GPC. However, there are people for whom it's the case that, and we've seen this before, that, look, some people respond to 300 milligrams of CITICOLINE, and that's actually the best dose for them. Anything below that, they really don't notice much, right? Their body is metabolizing the chemical differently. There's a necessity for it. They could be taking a pharmaceutical drug that is interfering with cholinergic activity. A lot of them are anticholinergic. And so they're getting nootropic benefit from that. And whereas in some people, we would have to go with trial and error and on consulting, we would have to go, extremely high modafinil, 170, 180, a low dose aniracetam, low dose choline source, some theacrine, good bit of theanine in there, and it's like a super stack. For others that are kind of in this position, the stack is like a gram of oxiracetam and 350 of CITICOLINE, and that's it. And they love it, right? And they get great brain function from it. They're on point. They're fluid. Everything's functioning super awesomely. And it's a minimal and relatively simple stack, okay? So I just want to say to folks, if you're one of those people that fits that profile, you're on an SSRI, you're taking something from pharma, and you've done the research and it's anticholinergic, you're not responding particularly well to modafinil or bromontane or anything that's trying to work on modifying dopamine function in some way, and you're just not getting great results with that, then you might be one of those people that needs a regular dose of either aniracetam or oxiracetam and a pretty high dose of CITICOLINE. I say CITICOLINE because I just think you're covering a lot of grounds using CITICOLINE. You're covering the acetylcholine production ground, but you're also covering kind of the dopamine enhancement via the dopamine receptor density increases that CDP-choline induces. So I usually always just choose that over alpha GPC. Doesn't mean alpha GPC isn't useful and whatever. Mostly good for memory, not so much motivation. But CITICOLINE's good for motivation. So you might be one of those people that requires oxiracetam and just a large dose of CITICOLINE. So keep that in mind if you're not responding to bromontane, modafinil the way that you should, and especially if you're taking something pharmaceutical that is anticholinergic. It's just something to kind of be concerned about or understand where you need to be in taking nootropics. We see this kind of stuff all the time in consulting, and that's kind of that. Two things. Look, consulting is hot right now. We got to book you if you're trying to get in. The 40-minute calls, you can find those at livecortex.com. Comes with some email correspondences. The executive packages for business people, that schedule is filling up. We just had a company hire me for all of their executives. It's like 40 people, and so that schedule is filling up. So those of you that are business people and are looking to get one of those packages, I need you to pull the trigger now to get you on the schedule, or as soon as you can. Find those at livecortex.com, 3.5-month or 6-month package. Last thing, new product launching next Wednesday, Nootropics Ground Zero. It's a video course intended to take you from ground zero on nootropics, absolutely brand new, or within a couple months and just still not figuring everything out, to fully understanding what the heck you're doing and kind of getting to the 3-year mark. That's effectively the pro mark. When you get to 3 years, you're a professional with nootropics. Now you can go up from there and go to the master class. That's like the 5 or 6 year mark, and that's what the master class is for, product we have. But Nootropics Ground Zero is for people that are absolutely new and want to stop looking around the web for information and want to just get one source, a good solid video course of me teaching you how to get from where you are to the 3-year level, the pro level of nootropics. Nootropics Ground Zero launches next Wednesday for $99. It's available right now at the link below for $66. You're essentially pre-ordering it for cheaper, a lot cheaper, about $30 cheaper. You'll get emailed the link when it launches next Wednesday if you decide to pre-order it. Do it in the description below. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Talk to you next time.